So, some of you guys might have heard that David Wilcock just passed away just a day ago, I think. And some of you might recognize him. He was featured a lot on Ancient Aliens.
When you look at this kind of archaeological evidence, you're seeing concrete, tangible, DNA testable proof that extraterrestrials walked on Earth right among us.
So that's the place that I have seen him the most. And I guess he did a lot of stuff with Gaia, and he also had like his own shows and stuff going on and live streams on YouTube and stuff that he would do, which we'll get into because this whole situation, not saying that he's involved with like all that weirdness with the 11 missing scientists and all that weird shit that's going on, but when I hear all of that story, and there's good reason for it, it feels like there's some foul play happening. And I get the same intuition with all of this because let's look at the report of the police report of what actually happened. The emergency communications specialist who took the call suspected the caller was experiencing a mental health crisis. Deputies arrived at approximately 11:02 a.m. and made contact with a male outside a residence who was holding a weapon. Within minutes of deputies' arrival, he used the weapon on himself. He was pronounced deceased at the scene. Now, it seems weird because, I mean, he just didn't seem, and I know you can't judge a book by its cover for shit like that might happen, and this post was a couple years ago, but let's just look at this too first. So, like I said, that post was a couple years ago, but let's look at his live stream that he did. And this was literally like less than 24 hours before everything actually happened.
Precepts are almost absurdly simple. It is the application and the realization of these truths that attracts those of the highest caliber. It is the dumbing down of humanity that prevents these simple tasks from being taken seriously. This is the great puzzle that you are now facing. It's simple, but it's also very important that we practice it anyway. Approaching that Christ self within is understanding the promise of a new tomorrow, made whole in the glory of today. Midnight Mark, great meditation, great show. Love you, brother. Glad I got done early and could catch most of it. You can come in and get the rest later. Saving the best for last. The end won't be for everyone. I think it's possible that he was sacrificing his reputation for the sake of the plan, just like Batman in the movie The Dark Knight. Thank you so much, David, for your time, effort, energy. Ghost of Adi, you are now cleared for liftoff. Appreciate that very much. Awesome show, David. Keep the light flowing and keep the faith. Sofa King, that was beautiful. Thank you for another great show, says Vicky Cornwall. Venus Renata, so it is, amen. Thank you guys so much. I really love you and appreciate you guys. I'm so glad that you're here, guys and girls. We will see you on the next time around. And I am so grateful, and we'll do the typical lead out here, and A-N-D, not E-N-D, and scene. There we go. All right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Does that seem like somebody that's like mentally ill and going through a crisis? He not only doesn't seem like he's going through a crisis, he seems like he's in very good spirits and very happy and planning on continuing his show, and nothing seems wrong. How can he go from that attitude and that mood to what we read in the police report? And like I said, that other post that we just looked at, that was a couple years ago, but it seemed like from what we just read to what we just saw that he just posted about on his live stream, that he was in that same mindset. I don't know. Seems like weird shit. I don't see how he could have pulled a 180 so fast and done something like that. I did enjoy a lot of the times he was featured on the things that I saw him in, and so it's sad to hear. Rest in peace.